Hey, everyone. It is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo, and welcome to another episode of Neon Mike, where the conversation just glows. Today's guest is someone that I just happened to meet by chance. I recently went to, not recently, this was actually a couple weeks ago. I
hmm
went to a concert at the arcade. Uh, I originally went to go see Create Lady J, who is also like as a guest on the show, and I was not expecting such a large showcase of artists. It was a nice surprise, and one of the
Right.
artists happens to be here today. If you could go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good, everybody? I'm 007, always on a mission. If you ain't cooking up, get fuck out the kitchen. You know the vibes. But yeah, I'm an up-and-coming rapper from DMV, PG area specifically. And yeah, I'm just glad to have this opportunity. I'm glad I ran into you because you're doing a lot for the community. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. And
No problem.
I just love your name, 007. Now, are you
Thank
like
you.
a James Bond fan, or is this more like a hint of ballroom?
Sort of kind of on the James Bond end as far as like characteristics. I got a lot of, smoothness in me, a lot of, the type of vibe that he brings. Like James Bond is always on a mission, and that's me. That's my logo. I'm always on a mission. So to a certain extent, it does consist of like a James Bond type of thing, but it mostly came from my dad. Honestly, my dad started calling himself 006, and I look at myself like the next level of him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why 007 made so much sense, and then it just kept making sense more and more after that.
Oh, that's so nice. A nice tribute to your father. Was he
Thank
also
you.
a musician or like where did you like how did you become a rapper? Like what made 007?
Well, my dad, he's not necessarily a musician, but he do got bars. I ain't even gonna lie. If I can get him in the studio one day, it's up and it's stuck for real. But what made me genuinely get into it was the fact that coming up, I felt a lot like misunderstood, like around the people that I was hanging around in the area I was in. I felt very misunderstood coming up as a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of made sense. Like in order for me to express myself it was better through music. Like I wasn't a big talker. You could ask anybody. I was very quiet, very, standoffish. But when it came to the music, that's when my light started to shine. So yeah, that's when I started as a kid.
Oh, that is so nice. I'm a teacher, so like I understand like your growth in your journey. I work
hmm
with a lot of like LGBTQ youth, and much like you, they're very like to themselves, timid, but once they get into their art or their interests, that's when you like see them blossom. Was there a
hmm
special teacher or mentor that helped bring you out of your shell?
Uh, I'm gonna say not necessarily. I kind of brung myself out of my shell. The things that like the aspects of life that I was going through, everything that I've been through and stuff, it pushed me out of my shell itself in general. But I would say my family and friends definitely encouraged me to keep going. So once I got it kicked off, it's just been up ever since.
That's so nice. And
hmm
earlier you mentioned that like you're on a mission. What is your mission right now?
Right now, as of right now, my mission is to create more content, get more artistic with my brand and everything and start getting my name out there more. So that's what I'm working on right now. I just dropped the To the Max album, which is going crazy, and I got something coming special coming up for the ladies on Valentine's Day. So right now, my mission is, content and, creating more of a fan base. So yeah, that's going good so far.
So do we get a sneak peek of what's coming out on February 14th? Or is it like top secret?
No, it ain't top secret. Usually it is. If you ask anybody about me, I'm like, nah, you gotta wait till it drop. You gotta wait till it drop. But I can give y'all a sneak peek. If that's what you like. I definitely can. Let me
Oh,
pull it up
nice.
for you right here.
This is
Alright.
very exciting just to hear something like so exclusive.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't. I gave people like little snippets of the beat and stuff like that. I ain't let nobody really hear the full thing yet, except for my best friend. Don't be jealous, y'all. But I did let my best friend hear it. I gotta get my best friend opinion. So this is the track that I call this Wicked. It's a little different from what I usually do, so I think y'all gonna like this.
My new girl hella thirsty to ride. She's riding for me, ride or dying for me. Girl, you just easy to get that.
Lot of wicked shit going on up in the city. I've been staying on my grind, getting to the nitty gritty. I could really use your love way I'm stranded in the clouds. I could find my way up, but I can't find my way out. I was thinking about your touch and it get to me. Them other girls wonder why I treat you differently. Been on my mind, ain't got the time. I know you sick of me.
Tell me, what is your process when like you're creating your music? Like, how do you come up with your bars? Like, how do you like, and also like, how do you know when that's the song? Like, that's it. How do you find your sound for your music?
I go by my music is authentic, so it's based on how I'm feeling. It's based on where I'm at in life, what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? The type of vibe I'm bringing. That's where my music comes from. So like sometimes you might catch me in a trap vibe. Sometimes you might catch me in an R&B type of vibe. So like my creative process, it starts with how I'm feeling. Like I said, I like everything to be 100% authentic, and that's where I start from. Then after that, I find me a beat to go with, the vibe and everything, and I just start writing. Like honestly, the bars come to me. I don't even go find the bars; they just come to me. Then once I start, I can't stop. Especially with the good tracks, like the tracks that I actually, follow through with, finish, record, and all that stuff. Those type of tracks, those are the ones that stand out the most to me. Like I get those started, and it's hard to even focus on anything else until I completely finish the project. So yeah.
Oh,
My,
that's dope. Well, that's good to hear. Like you are, it sounds like you're a very versatile artist and that
oh
you don't
yeah.
allow yourself to really put yourself in a box. Who is the producer that you work with for the beats?
So one producer, I'm glad you asked me that. One producer that I did just start working with, that actually helped me, get my recent project out was Maxo. Maxo and Petro Gang, like to y'all whole gang, man. Shout out to y'all for real because they produced my whole To the Max album and they went crazy on every single beat and I'm still working with them to this day on some future projects. But I just want to thank them from the bottom of my heart for real, because they fit their beats fit the exact vibe at the right time that I needed them to. So that was perfect. I'm also looking forward to working with Laptop TJ. He's really good. Vondre. It's a couple more, but I can't really get off the top of my head right now. But we got some good producers right here in the DMV, and people don't even know. But
That's
those are
really
those are those are
cool.
my top ones right now.
Yeah, because like I kind of noticed like I don't think the music in the DMV necessarily gets all of the attention that it deserves.
It definitely
I was
doesn't.
having so much fun at the arcade when you guys were performing. It was like a strong collective of so many talents in the room. But I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
was a lit night.
yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's just like certain cities and states get more attention for their sound, but I feel like yeah, DMV is definitely underestimated. Speaking
Very.
of the arcade, this event was part of Mikey Polo. Um,
hmm
how did you connect with him? Like, how did you end up being a part of the show?
So actually, I actually work with Kid Fresco. He's fire, man. Shout out to Kid Fresco, and boy, that man, he real different. Y'all gotta check that man out. But I actually work with Kid Fresco, 9 to 5 wise or whatever. He put me on to. He was like, yeah, we look for some more artists to perform, at the Mikey Polo tour here in DC or whatever. So once we tapped in, we was locked in, and it was up from there. Like yeah, Kev really looked out with that because to be honest, like I've been seeing the flyers and everything, but I never thought to tap in and see if they needed more performers. But because he reached out to me. I was like, oh, I bet this might be a good move, and I'm so glad I came because though that's my type of show. Like those type of shows, those are my type of shows. Like you got some shows where everybody just standing around looking at each other, ain't nobody showing no love. Everybody just, just high in the corner somewhere, which I thought it was gonna be. But it
Mhm.
turned out to be amazing. It turned out to be epic. And to be honest, I'm glad I got to meet some of the other artists, like some of the versatility that was in the room. That was a great night, to be honest.
Oh
And
yes,
I got to meet you too, so that was perfect.
yes. And what I really loved about it, it was that everybody was networking. Everybody was like turned up. Like
Hmm.
I've seen like a mosh pit, like in like a
Yeah.
small, very intimate setting. But it's like people were really enjoying themselves and giving
Hmm.
each other their kudos. And the most important part, like I said before, like they were really networking. Like nobody
Oh yeah.
is like to themselves or it's no bougie atmosphere. It's just like, yo, you were dope. I want to work with you. We should work together and featured
Yeah.
not just artists but a lot of like upcoming small businesses as
Hmm.
well. So it
Yep.
was
Yep.
really
Yeah,
great
it was good.
being
It
in
was
that
good to
environment.
see Lady J in the building. It's gorgeous music was in the building. Layla Simone was in the building. Like it was so much love in there. Even the people that I didn't specifically know just yet, I was going around networking and talking to people. And sometimes artists can be a little weird or standoffish as far as when you approach them and stuff. But it was just all love in the building that night. I loved it.
Yeah. And it's good to see that because it's like there's power in numbers and
Hmm.
what we as a community have to understand like you don't have to do it by yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can
Right. Right.
always reach across the aisle and we can just come up together and that was such like
Hmm.
an amazing scene to see. And just to
Hmm.
see you perform because you definitely got the audience hype and just to see you just in a raw element. Like, how did it feel to just perform in that setting at the arcade?
It felt amazing. I ain't gonna lie, from beginning to end. Like I said, I'm still working on my performances and everything, but I've come so far that I don't even think about it no more. I just do it. And like before, like my last show before this show, it was in Miami in front of a really big crowd. So as you know, I was really nervous. So when this one came around. I had more confidence because I don't went to Miami and performed in front of this big crowd. So it was just like this one. Then I had some family in the building. My dad was there, my uncles was there, familiar artists was there. I felt really comfortable and in my zone in there. So as you can see, like I don't know if you saw the videos or the recaps or anything, but it was really good. It was fire actually. It was
Yes.
fire. I would do it again. Like if they have any upcoming shows or anything, I would definitely do it again.
Oh yeah, you were definitely in your element. And by the way, I loved
Thank
your
you.
backpack.
Thank
It
you.
was like the digital backpack that is like programmed and giving like this sign that was like very smart marketing.
Oh yeah.
What are some upcoming shows that you're gonna be participating in?
So right now I haven't locked in with any like specific shows just yet. Like I said, working on it, getting a couple of projects out, some more content before I really start tapping in more into the city like I used to be. Like I used to do like Red Lounge, stuff like that in the inner city or whatever the case is. So that's what I'm focused on right now is getting more content so that I can have more versatility in these shows. Like I go to some shows and you could tell by the crowd they don't want to hear no trap music or a whole bunch of nigga this, nigga that, or whatever the case is. So I want to have enough content to where as though I can go in, I could read the room, and I could decipher what I want to perform for them at that time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm also working on a t-shirt line. As you can see, this guy the first one made this 101, but I got some more coming. And if anybody wants some lock in with me, just let me know what size you need, and I can get you one too if you want
Oh, thank you so much.
one.
Where can we find your merch?
I don't have the merch online just yet. I wanted to see how I was going to do as far as, my immediate fan base and everything, but they will be online really soon. But if you're looking for anything, any type of content, any type of merch or anything from me, 9 to 10, the link is going to be right there in my bio. Right now, I got the link to Maxing Out video that's dropping on January 31st. So make sure y'all lock in on that. And that link also leads you to the whole To the Max album. So you can check that out too. And as you know, once you click my YouTube, as far as the maxing out video coming up, that'll let you stream everything else that I have on my YouTube also. So make sure y'all go check that out, subscribe, like, comment, all that.
That, and make sure you do. Your music was just so infectious and had the crowd very hyped. You guys will
Thank
be
you.
very entertained, and make sure that you guys watch out for 007. What
Yes.
advice do you have for upcoming artists that, like, because I work with some of you, so some that are blossoming musicians and rappers. What advice do you have for them coming up in the DMV and in the music industry?
The advice that I have, mostly for anybody coming up in the DMV, as far as artist wise, is take that crab in the barrel mentality and throw it in the trash because it don't get you nowhere. I don't care how good you are, how bad you are. Connect with your people, connect with fellow artists, connect with DJs, connect. I came a long way from not talking to anybody and being standoffish. I was the one in the party that was off by myself and didn't want to talk to nobody. But that changed as far as me starting to do more music and everything, starting to do more shows and everything. I learned that you can't just have this closed mentality with this stuff. You got to be open minded. You got to be willing to meet people. You're gonna have fans that's gonna approach you. They're gonna want to talk to you. They're gonna want to take pictures. Like you gotta start to open up more. And besides that, man, like Nike say, just do it. Just do it. If you debating on doing it, don't even think about it too hard because you gonna psych yourself out. Just do it. My first show, I went in there. I was nervous as hell. I had a couple of my boys with me or whatever. But I was just like the whole way up until I got to the stage, I was like, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I was psyching myself out. But guess what? I did it. And now I'm so much further than I was on my first show. I'm just glad I just went ahead and did it. So if you thinking about doing it, do it. Don't even think about it no more. Just do it.
That's right. That's as simple as that. Just go ahead and
Hmm.
do it. Sometimes, like,
Hmm.
we can be our own self-saboteurs, and it's like there's
Hmm.
no need for that. As long as you
Right.
are your authentic self, there are going to be
Hmm.
people that gravitate towards you. Uh,
Yep. Hmm.
Thank you again for being on my show. I appreciate you so much.
Thank
Where
you.
can people find you on social media?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at DUBOH7 underscore. One more time, that's DUBOH7 underscore. If you get to my Instagram, you pretty much linked into everything else. My YouTube is also DUBOH7 underscore. Some of my content is connected to Double O Official. But if you're looking for anything you can't find it, feel free to DM me on Instagram. That's the best way to get in touch with me.
Right. And thank you again so much for being on this show, and see you guys how you guys glowed from this conversation. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you.